After a brief visit to almost all continents, it's time to head back home, to Europe, as we have here for you the Polish Minister of Digital Affairs, responsible for national cybersecurity ecosystem of the Republic of Poland, with his keynote. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Marek Zagórski.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great pleasure and honor to once again have a chance to share with you some remarks on cybersecurity and in particular give you an insight into the actions the Polish government has most recently undertaken in this area. At the last Cybersec meeting this March, I talked about the special task force we have established to perform a risk assessment on the Polish cybersecurity landscape and two regulations introducing general standards for telecommunications security. Today, I would like to share with you our latest achievements, in particular the amendments we are proposing to the Act of the National Cybersecurity System, as well as actions we have been undertaking to combat 5G disinformation. In the beginning of this month, we have unveiled our proposals for a review of the Act of the National Cybersecurity System and submitted it for public consultations. The reason for this initiative is that the last 2 years we have been carefully observing the functioning of this system. After these 2 years, we can see that there is room for improvement. There was also a clear shift at the EU level, with cybersecurity becoming one of the top priorities for the European Commission. First, with the adoption of the Electronic Communications Code, unifying national procedures for reporting security incidents. Secondly, with the publication of the 5G toolbox. Poland has long appealed to the EU for a decisive approach to the security of telecommunications networks. Now and in the future, having a solid, secure and reliable infrastructure will be crucial. As a member of the Network and Information Security Cooperation Group, we work closely with ENISA and the European Commission to establish minimum security standards through the European Union. These recommendations have become a 5G toolkit to be implemented in all EU member states. Our proposals implement these recommendations. In addition, as we were working on the Polish cybersecurity strategy and consulting it with our stakeholders, we realized that there is a need to streamline our national system for cybersecurity. More precisely, that we have to unify our national procedures for incidents reporting, including incidents reported by telecommunications companies. Furthermore, that we should create conditions for the establishment of computer emergency response teams in sector and subsectors of the economy, which are essential for the state's socio-economic security. Finally, that we should foster cooperation of essential service providers with authorities. We have taken all these comments into consideration. The result is the submitted amendment of the Act of the National Security System. First of all, we proposed for the advisory committee to be given the power to assess whether the hardware and software provided by a given supplier poses a risk to the national system of cybersecurity. Such measures is compliant with the 5G toolbox. What I want to underline is that all digital technologies should comply with highest security standards. Therefore, not only next generation networks, but also cloud computing services should be supplied by verified and trusted vendors. Next, with the amendment, we are opening the door for the creation of sectoral computer emergency response teams in all sectors of the economy that are essential for the social and economic security of the country and its citizens. Furthermore, we are introducing operational security centers into the framework of national cybersecurity system. Apart from a robust infrastructure built with verified equipment and software, citizens need to trust in the technology, and for that they need to have access to the reliable information. During my today's intervention, I would like to share with you another issue our ministry had to tackle in recent times. Poland and many other European countries have been submerged by a wave of disinformation campaigns concerning mobile networks, particularly 5G technology. In some cases, disinformation led to attacks on the telecommunications infrastructure. In order to combat these false claims, the Ministry of Digital Affairs launched a broad educational campaign concerning both telecommunications networks and their possible impact on health. We organized a series of workshops, reached the public through the social media, and most importantly, we published so-called white book. It was written for everyone who wants to know how a telecommunications network works, what an electromagnetic field is, and how it can affect the human body. We believe it is crucial to offer people proven, credible, and reliable sources which allow them to seek answers from experts in the field instead of anonymous sources of the internet. However, national efforts might not be enough. This is a transnational issue and as such should be addressed at EU level. Consequently, in cooperation with other member states, Poland will be calling the European Commission to implement measures which counteract disinformation regarding telecommunications networks and 5G in particular. In our view, there is an urgent need to carry an awareness-raising campaign across the continent. With a common coordinated action plan, we should be able to provide EU citizens and local authorities clear facts which will allow them to extract the truth from disinformation. Coming to the end of my presentation, I want to tell you that shaping cybersecurity policies is never easy, and the pandemic COVID-19 has put even more pressure on governments worldwide to deliver a safe environment for digital services to accommodate the needs of our citizens. We'll do our best to overcome the challenges that lay ahead and work towards creating a cyber-secure digital future. I thank you for your attention and leave the floor for discussions of our most distinguished panelists. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Minister. Now we know the position of Poland on digital affairs, notably cybersecurity and also 5G and how to counter all the misinformation.